Hi everybody, this is Dennis Ichikawa again, ready for another one of my history talks. One of the good things about getting old, and one of the probably the only good things about getting old, is I have a lot of stories to tell about my past. My past goes back to, as you know, to the Chuck Norris days, and that allotted me lots of opportunities to come in contact with celebrities, show business type people, people that you've heard of before, and I've told those stories in the past. Today I want to talk a little bit about my connection with Enter the Dragon. Those of you who are very familiar with that movie recall a scene that Bob Wall, he played O'Hara with the big scar down the side of his face. He was Han's henchman or enforcer on the island, and he was a very bad man. They filmed that scene from Enter the Dragon at the Sherman Oaks Chuck Norris Karate Studio, which I was the manager. So the movie crew came and they said, okay, we want you and you and you and you to be in the movie, and they pointed at me. I said, really? Okay. So I sat in a makeup chair for a half an hour, and this makeup artist put makeup on me, on my hands, on my neck, everywhere, all over the place. It felt terrible. But I guess that's showbiz, so I went along with it. And one of my students named Rick Oki also had makeup put on. He was sitting in the other chair next to me. So we got out on the mat, and the director said Tadashi Yamashita was if you know martial arts at all, Sensei Yamashita is a very great black belt, and he was going to show how he broke a one by one board across Bob Wall's forearm and across his body, just to show his physical prowess and his awesomeness to the audience. In the movie, Bruce Lee sits with Mr. Braithwaite. He calls him Mr. Braithwaite. And they sit and they watch an old film of O'Hara. And this is the scene that they shot at the Sherman Oaks studio. Well, it turns out that when I finally saw the movie, I was very disappointed just to see my right hand up to here in the movie with a match lighting the flaming tiles that Bob Wall broke. Rick Oki's hand was on this side, my hand was on this side. So those of you who watch Enter the Dragon again, watch my right hand on the right side of the screen. That's me. Full makeup, just the right hand. So that was my brush with fame in Enter the Dragon. When Chuck Norris came to me in passing, and he mentioned that he and Bob Wall were going to go to Hong Kong to work on a movie with Bruce Lee. So I thought nothing of it, and they went off, and they were gone for a couple of months. They went early. The movie didn't shoot for a month before, but Bruce Lee wanted them to come so they could work out, because Bruce Lee, as everybody knows, was the consummate student of martial arts, and he was in awe of Chuck Norris's kicking ability. Because if you see Bruce Lee's films, his early films, his kicking was not as refined. It was okay, but it wasn't excellent kicking. Then as you saw his movies progress, as a matter of fact, since Enter the Dragon was his last hurrah, that's when his technique was the most refined. And that was, thank goodness to Chuck Norris, because Chuck said he and Bruce Lee and Bob Wall worked out tirelessly for hours just on kicking. So if you see the kicks that Bruce Lee does in the tournament against Bob Wall or O'Hara in that movie, the turning heel kicks and the step skip up side kick, those are vintage Chuck Norris kicks that he taught Bruce Lee. And Bruce Lee, being the student of martial arts, he just took those and he put them onto the screen, and it was a magnificent fight scene in the tournament. So Bruce Lee had a lot of thanks to Chuck Norris for helping him refine his technique. We all speculate and wonder what would happen had Bruce Lee lived, how that would have changed the martial arts. Things would be different today.